And I'm thinking, I said, God, if you, I ain't even know God was real. I said, God, if you're real, I'll serve you. As soon as I said that, I felt something separate from me. And I felt this, like, I guess like love just came into me. And I'm saying, man, what is wrong? Something's happening to me here, you know, something's really going on strange here. So I got up and walked down to the altar. When I got on my knees and started praying like this, I felt this heat coming to me. Like when it got right here, like it just burst. And I just like felt clean. I felt so loved. And man, I tell you, man, I didn't even know that was real. Because I had so much unbelief and doubt in me. And that week, and I'm trying to figure out what had happened to me, man. Yeah, something happened. Because I still feel different. I started reading, and one night I was in the dorm, and an angel of the Lord came in the room. I'm laying in the bed, and I'm like this. You know, this thing disappeared, man. He was the average size. He stood right by my bed. He was dressed in all white, a long white robe. The robe came out about down here. He had a gold belt on right around here, and it was about that thick. It was solid gold. He looked like a Jewish Arab type person. Brown skin, long black hair about right here. And he said, the great God Jehovah has a word for you. I'm looking at this thing here laying in the bed, man. I said, man, I'm losing my mind. Man. Something got to be wrong with me, man. I'm losing my mind. This angel of the Lord spoke to me. He said what he had to say. He disappeared. So, man, I had to have just been seeing this, man. I didn't quite believe. About a week later, I was laying in bed, and I finally fell asleep. And when I woke up, I was in heaven. God literally took me to heaven. We went to the gates. I seen the gates open, and when I walked through, there's a character in your Bible called Apostle Peter. I met him. This dude's hands were so big, like he shook my hands, he hugged me. And I'm still looking around like, man, what done happened to me? Hey, man, I'm losing this, man. And they showed me heaven, and then the Lord showed me, this is so wild, man. It's like we was on a mountain, and he said, Terry, look. And when he pointed, it's like heaven itself just opened up. And that was another world. The next one opened up. That was another, and it kept going up. And I'm looking at it, and I'm saying, but why are you showing me? He said, I gotta get you to believe. I had so much unbelief and doubt in me. He said, I gotta get you to believe. I said, okay, I'm trying, Lord, I'm trying. And then they took me to the throne of the Lord, and you couldn't see God, but I saw the bottom of the throne. And in the book of Revelation, it speaks of a sea of glass. That sea of glass, it's like crystal clear water. I actually saw that, and I saw all the way to the bottom. And man, that thing tripped me out. And so I'm starting to believe God now. And me and my wife, the one that I was married to at the time, we was like living in the hood up there in Anchorage, Alaska, and during the winter months, you know, it's pitch black. And so I'm scared somebody's going to break in the apartment. And so I just kind of had this fear in me. And one night I was laying in the bed, and when I woke up, I saw my guardian angel. This is no joke. This thing had to be. His head was probably up there. Wow. This thing, this wide, and it was literally standing at attention like this. The sword was on his left side, and the bottom of the sword was about right here. The top of the sword was about that far above his head, and he was all white, just like glowing, and he was standing at attention, and the Lord spoke to me. He said, didn't I tell you I would take care of you? And at the same time, I'm trying to wake my wife up. I say, baby, that girl would not wake up. And I'm just thinking, baby, wake up. Yes. And he disappeared. When he disappeared, what? Baby, what? Sure. You know what? He said, he would have seen the angel of the Lord. What are you talking about? The angel of the Lord? I'm telling you, the angel of the Lord was here. And I'm still getting this thing starting to believe. And then I would walk in churches. Oh, now this scared me. I walked in this church, And the Lord said, Terry, just look around. And I turned and looked back. Everybody had a demon in them. I saw the demon. I turned around. I'm not looking back there no more, man. I'm not me. That thing scared me so bad, man. They knew that I saw them. And then the Lord started to begin to use me in the prophetic. He started showing me personal things. I didn't even know what that was. Then he started showing me demons. I've been fighting demons all my life. And then he began to show me demons, and I'm starting to win battles against them. And then, man, I started growing, reading and fasting and reading, and I started growing at leaps and bounds. And after I got out of the military, matter of fact, when I was in my apartment one morning, one evening I came from work and I was praying, I was laying on my knees, I had all the lights out in the apartment, it was pitch black. And this is the honest truth. You know, if it's dark in a room and you got the eyes closed, somebody turn the light on, you tell it. It was pitch black. I was on my knees and I was praying, and the whole room lit up. Literally, the glory of the Lord came in my room, and it lit up like somebody brought the sun into my living room. That thing scared me so bad, man, my knees started bumping together like this. And I was not going to, I ain't even on mine, because I ain't even looking at nothing, bro. I was already scared. I'm telling you. But God has done some awesome things. One time, back in about 92, he took me to hell. Oh, why did it scare me? I don't care how tough you are, you go to hell, you're going to be scared. Man, this angel, I was preaching that night on the radio, and I was preaching against witchcraft. And that night I came home and I was praising and worshiping God and just enjoying the praise and enjoying the worship of the Lord. And that night when I went to sleep, man, when I woke up, I was falling backwards. I was falling backwards so fast I could feel the wind coming across me. But when I landed on my feet. And as soon as I landed, an angel of the Lord was standing beside me. And I reached this angel right in here. And he had me like a little kid. And he said, just look. Look, son, look. And I looked out there, and it had this hill was as wide, the river was as wide as this church. And it was probably about 20, 30 feet where the lava was. It was 20, 30 feet up. And me and this angel of the Lord looking, and all these people crawled about this fire. These people still alive, man. They crawled about this fire, trying to get out. And this big, huge thing of lava came back and snatched them back in. Boy, you talking about begging to go home. Ooh, Jesus. That thing scared me so bad. I said, please take it back. Please take it back. Mind you, I've been saved since 82. And 10 years later, man, it still scared me. Ooh, but it scared me. But the Lord said, my people whom I love, who I died for, that I want to take back to heaven with me, they're in this place because they just would not be obedient to me. And so, girl, I started working on staying obedient. Man, we done seen stuff that if we told people, they probably wouldn't even believe it. I've seen God do some stuff so unbelievable, unreal. You wouldn't even believe it. But the closer you get to the Lord, the more He's going to show you. Oh, there is some things. You know what's wild is when we get young people, younger than some of your sons, that's saved and filled with the Spirit of God. Man, these young people come up to, oh, Pastor, you ain't going to believe what God showed me. What did He show you? He showed me the angel of the Lord. And then someone said, God showed me the end times. And we had probably about an 8-year-old girl come in, Pastor, I don't want to go through what's coming. I hope the Lord come get me. God showed her the end times. He showed her what's going to happen. She said, I don't want to go through that. I'm asking God to come get me because I don't want to go through that. I'm telling you, some of the strongest soldiers we've seen are the young people. They put some of them old folks to shame. First of all, they ain't scared of nothing. When they love God so much, they'll go out there and get beat up. One thing done them. Then go back out there and they say, I'm going to preach Jesus Christ and Him crucified no matter what. I'm telling you, you got some awesome soldiers out there that are teenagers. Put some of the old heads to shame. And then you got old people coming to young people. I need you to pray for me, man. I need you to pray for me. And it's amazing. We see these little kids laying hands on people, praying for them and speaking healing over their life. And God be healing, brother. It's the right time. Man, you know, come on, let's go and say word. That's almost time to start. I was there. Y'all gonna get some revelation now. Y'all come on back here, baby. It's time to start.